Yeah, that's right. We're back this week.
We're hopefully back for good. Maybe. Probably. I want to die. Alrighty.
I can't keep this.
Yeah, so, welcome back to the GFY podcast. I'm co-host Alex Lewis.
I'm co-host Jackson Peters-Hopson.
And, today I, am failing at using technology.
Yes, you're
Yes! But,
You
yeah.
know that's something that they would put on, like, a reopening for, like, some bar in the 50s.
No!
Like,
Okay, so yeah, hopefully, probably, we're back. We have enough bloopers from last week to put in another video.
you'll see what we
There
do.
was supposed to be an episode last week. I never sent Derek the files for obvious reasons. And, yeah, it wasn't good. We recorded it outside at Starbucks.
Oh, that must have been terrible.
Dude, this big-ass truck drove past us. The fucking Dreamlifter flew over, and Alaska Airlines 737 flew over. Adjure and Nick came in the middle of it. Two dudes asked for pizza. Because we had a Little Caesars pizza there, and so we had two guys just walk over and ask if they could buy some... Is it happening? Is it happening?
90s!
Yeah, I knew it.
1990s, baby.
Change of houses, same people.
We knew it was gonna happen. I was expecting it. I was so pumped.
I heard the door open and I was like,
Yeah.
Here
Here we go, bros.
Did he just come out of his room to do that, grab a snack, and then go back?
Is that not something you do?
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. So,
We have talking points because for some reason we actually planned this, right?
did we? Did we really? That doesn't count. We didn't plan shit.
Alright. First thing, you need to bring up that frickin' nation states, like, what is it? The vote.
Alright,
however
Chief.
that thing got into
Alright.
the vote.
Alright. So, nation states is not something we really talked about since, I think, episode 4?
Yeah, and I don't think many people that listen to this podcast are into it anyway.
Yeah, but
Still
there
gonna mention it.
was some top quality memes on the General Assembly today. You can already tell by this, and already by this,
Treatment of the deceased.
there's only 1,000 people for it.
Why would I expected it to be like one for it, and that's the guy that.
I
did
don't
it.
know, man. I don't know. It's real dumb. But okay, General Assembly resolution at vote: treatment of the deceased. A resolution to restrict civil freedoms in the interest of moral decency. Hello and welcome back to international law. What was it? Yeah. So, we were reading some forum posts, and Clause 1B would make it so that you can't cremate someone. So that's out of the picture.
Hey, I want to
It's
be
so
cremated.
bad.
Yeah, sorry, you can't do that under international
It's
law.
so bad, bro. It mandates that all burial requests not considered to be unreasonable that are contained in the will shall be executed no matter what. So, once again, another person brought up for mutilation and cremation. Epidemics. Yeah, they still gotta bury an infected body because you can't cremate them even if that's part of their own will.
Hey, you want to get cremated? Sorry, that's illegal under international law.
You want to be cremated? Fuck you.
That's basically all it is. You want to be cremated? Fuck off.
Yeah, it's not good. There's a lot of stuff that was on the original draft of it that was even worse, like saying that a country had to declare that a person was dead after 14 days of being missing, even though people have been gone for longer than, like, a year before. So, yeah, Chief, that's not how that works. I know. But, like, that's like saying Malaysia Flight 370 when, like, That originally was a thing. That's like saying 14 days into the search. Oh yeah, they're fucking dead. Granted,
they're dead. See ya.
Granted, yeah, I feel extraordinarily sorry for the families, but that's like if Australia and Malaysia just sat back, called off the search and just said, "Screw you, they're dead."
Yeah, and
sorry.
like the thing about Flight 370 is that all we know is that it went down somewhere.
Yeah,
because
it's an oof.
Because we have proof of that because there's like parts that washed out. Wait, can you look up a map of where all the parts washed out? Because I think that actually exists. Also, if you want to learn stuff about Flight 370 without a shit posting about it, please watch the YouTube channel Lemon Know. They used to be called Top 10 Memes.
Oh,
They made a really good video on it. But where's the... There's like a map of where all the parts are.
Yeah, there it is.
So like there are parts of it that exist, and we know it went down somewhere in the Indian Ocean, but like they've been searching for it for what, almost a decade now?
That happened 4 years ago.
Or like half a decade, not
5 years ago, 4 years. I don't remember, dude. I can't remember if that was 15 or 16, 14.
They've been searching.
I don't know.
They've been searching for at least 4 years, and nothing has come up.
Yeah, it's big dump. But
you would think if they scanned every single inch of the ocean floor, they'd find it.
But this is more or less just a guide saying, 1, always read the shit that you're voting for. 2, don't always take for granted that the people writing them are competent at writing legal documents. And 3, don't violate international law. Just don't.
It's not good for your country. It's not good for
fun.
It's not good for anyone. Just don't.
Just don't do it, and you'll be fine.
Right. Speaking of things you shouldn't do, run for president. Speaking of things that people are doing, running for president. AKA the Democrats are in hellfire right now. Let's go talk about that.
How many fucking candidates? Oh wait, 1 second.
How many candidates are there?
Let's see here.
Let's look at all these mofos.
Just looking at it. Jesus Christ.
You can tell by that image alone that it's...
Ow! 1 second. Let's just see. Fucking... Oh, Washington Post. Ew.
And the only three people who actually have a chance are Bernie, Biden, and Warren. So.
Yeah, let's see here, though. Former Vice President Joe Biden, Senator Bernie Sanders, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Senator Kamala D. Harris, South Bend Independent Mayor Pete. How the fuck do you pronounce his last name? I mean, I just call him Butt Egg, but I know that's obviously not his name. But it's I don't remember. I literally do not remember.
It's Butt Egg.
Beto O'Rourke, Cory Booker, Amy Klobuchar, Kirsten Gillibrand, Jay Inslee, fucking John Hickenlooper, Steve Bullock, Michael F. Bennett, Julian Castro, Bill de Blasio, Tulsi Gabbard, yay, John Delaney, Tim Ryan, fucking Eric Swalwell, Seth Moulton, Andrew Yang, yeet, Marianne Williams, she's an author? She's just, that's it? That's her full title? Author Marianne Williamson.
What amazing qualifications for President of the United States. Author.
Alrighty. Mayor Wayne Messam. Fuck you. Mike Gravel. Sure. Let's see here.
Can you please look up I wrote the damn bill? Please.
Well, that's going to be on here.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a full transcript? Hello? Oh my god.
There's a full transcript.
Oh my god. Who? Okay, can you imagine the poor asshole who had to write this? Yes, let's just transcribe like 2 hours of shit.
They better be getting better than minimum wage at the Washington Post.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Dental care.
No context. That's hilarious.
My plan costs $750 billion. That's what it costs, not $30 trillion. Granted, that's not saying what the $750 million or billion are for, but you know. Let's see here. Let's find some more out of context lines. My plan does not offer anything that is illegal. Wait
No
a minute.
Shit. You're running for president of the United States.
Excuse me, sir. Thank you, Senator. We don't need to do that. We can have a public option to have universal health care in this country. I do want to bring in Senator Harris because he just suggested you were not being honest. Yeah, this is why you don't write down a transcript of an argument, because this sounds like completely out of context shit.
Yeah.
Even though this is part of the exact same conversation. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yang actually got to talk at this one? Whoa. What? Whoa.
No,
They didn't mute out his lines?
Let's be realistic here. The only three candidates that have a definite chance at like, you know, being the Democratic nominee is Bernie, Warren, and Biden.
Well, that's more because of just, like, public opinion and because they're known.
Yeah.
By actual, like, ideals and stuff, I would bring in Gabbard and Yang as others. Jay Inslee, Washington senator, nice guy, great ideals, but he's not really a great public speaker.
Yeah, let's...
So, like, he'd be fine more as, like, Department of the Interior.
Maybe.
But not as the fucking president.
Yeah. Personally, because, like,
I need a haircut, bro. Oh, my God.
I'm really torn between, like, Warren or Bernie, if I could vote. Which, by the way, I'm going to be a little under 18 when these elections come around.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
pissed. But I don't know if you heard that, but for a second it sounded like someone else's fire alarm was going off.
That is someone else's fire alarm going off. Someone burnt...
Wait.
Someone burnt the goddamn toast.
Okay, what else? Besides, like, the absolute mess that is the Democratic Party right now.
Look at that dude.
Fucking
Biden.
Joe from Scunthorpe.
No, do not insult Joe from Scunthorpe like that.
He does not need to stoop to Biden's mortal level.
Mortal level. More like moral level.
Hey!
Alright, let's see here.
Sorry, we're just both, or at least I'm mostly against capitalism.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Hellfire... Oh god, that's a horrible transition.
Okay.
But
ignoring what he just said, something horrible happened
so
in El Paso.
about I think it was 12, 14 or 15 this afternoon. Fucking how many? Oh, actually, let's just look this up.
I think it was 20 dead, 2 dozen wounded.
Yeah. So this shit's crazy, dudes. Yeah, 20 dead in El Paso shopping complex. Man, shit's crazy, man. I mean, weren't we talking, like, was it last episode or 2 episodes ago where we were talking about, like, shootings in general? And we were already talking about how many were in 2019 and this shit happens?
The first episode of this goddamn podcast, the first thing we talked about
was Shorewood.
A possible shooting at Shorewood.
Was Shorewood. And so, like, we just have shit like this. And that's not even, like, you know, the quote-unquote, like, targetable place. Yeah. It's a shopping complex. Yeah. I'm going to fucking GameStop or something.
How many motherfuckers need to die for the government to be like, all right, maybe we should do something?
It's not good.
All right, guys, what should we do about the gun problem in America? I don't know. Maybe more guns will help. Yeah, more guns.
Yeah.
That was me intimidating the SpongeBob acting.
Oh yeah, and don't forget. Yeah, I mean, I forgot about this stupidly, but fucking the Gilroy Garlic Festival. It's usually just thought of as like a safe haven for like small children and old people. Yeah. No, it got fucking shot up. I mean, bro.
And that's not even mentioning that.
Is there any safe place anymore?
Even New Zealand, probably the most pacifist, peaceful country in Oceania or in Asia, had a shooting.
That's not Asia, but yeah. It's just so. It's Reports are very bad. Many killed.
The words of our great president, Donald J. Trump. Terrible shootings in El Paso. Reports are very bad. Many killed.
God be with you all. remember, guys, God is with you.
Hey guys, sorry. Hey guys, sorry. Like multiple dozens of families were just affected by the shooting. May
God
be with you
is
all.
with you. Yeah. Sorry. Thoughts and prayers. Who's ready for more thoughts and prayers from our government?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
guys, it's all okay. Don't worry. They're sending us thoughts and prayers.
Damn. Yeah. You know. Oh, that hurts. Ow.
Jesus. Like, I just don't understand how we haven't done something about it already. I mean, like, I do understand because the Republican Party controls the Senate, but, like, how does mass shooting track? Yeah.
So
the fact that there's a tracker.
Yeah.
On
So
this.
currently in 2019, I'm not gonna check from the last whatever that episode was where we checked this the first time. But now there are 291 U.S. mass shootings in 2019 and 0 days since the last one.
0 days.
Mind you, this brings the number up to 2,656 mass shootings since January 1st, 2013. Which is just... fuck, dude. Domestic shooting victims included 1 toddler. Dead 2. Injured 3. What the fuck?
And the thing is, like, people, like, I remember I heard someone from another country say, like, mass shootings don't seem as bad as everyone's saying in America because you only see them on the news every once in a while. It's like, no, they just don't post every mass shooting.
Yeah, they don't post all of them.
There's, like, look at this list.
Because,
have you seen those on the news?
The only ones that make it to national news are the ones that where a lot of people actually die.
The ones with more than 10 casualties.
Yeah, well, consider the fact that, like, it's like, you know, 1 person died and 5 people are injured. It's not televisable. Man, what do you mean?
Because you want to know what the news wants?
What day is today? The 3rd? Okay, so...
The news post about the big mass shootings because those make them money.
So, I mean, where is that? What? Yeah, this one was the last one that was on national news, right? There are this many between that and this. What the fuck, America? Why aren't we doing anything about this?
We always get offended when people say, like, when Australians or something say, like, you guys are living in a dystopic wasteland. It's like, haha, that's funny. No, we are. We are.
Yeah, welcome back. It's like... Welcome back to America.
You know, I was about to say, why hasn't the government done anything? Sometimes I forget that, like, the House is pretty much all Republican.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's just the fact that we don't have the the moral drive by a majority of our country to do anything substantial.
About people dying?
Because our current, like, just state of our country, yeah, we might be a quote-unquote great country. That doesn't mean that our current state is great, mind you. Yes, we've been great in the past. Yes, we may be great again. Yeah, I'm quoting that.
Yeah.
But fucking, that's not how it's working right now. We need substantial change, and right now.
Yeah.
Because if not, we won't have a chance to make America great again.
And also, the fact that climate change isn't the single most pressing issue
yeah,
in the world
you know,
right
I mean,
now.
don't you just love it when conflicting reports in a ballpark at the highest give us about 12 years, and at the lowest say we've already passed it several years ago to fucking killing the earth.
AKA, we have 12 years to fix our shit, and if we don't do something about it now, it's going to be 11, then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're dead.
See, the thing about
no wonder the clock is 2 minutes from midnight.
Yeah, but consider the fact that 2 of the largest, just in general, issues with the environment are 1, America, and 2, the Amazon rainforest. Consider, America pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords and we're doing jack shit about it. Granted, I understand pushing back on the Green New Deal because there are certain things about it that don't make sense. But at the same time, we need something like it because we don't have anything like it. And in Brazil, they re-elected a president that isn't doing, once again, jack shit about it because,
Also,
We need some palm oil.
Let me put this Paris Climate Accord thing into context for you. North Korea is part of the Paris Climate Accord. We are not.
Yeah, mind you, the only other country that has actively pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords is Syria.
And that's kind of for a reason.
Well, no, it's not for a reason. It's just because they're fucking Syria. Their government is a thing.
Let's just
But
put it very lightly,
but
I
it's
think.
it's the kinds of things where yes, we can't exactly stop Brazil without using force, and yes, we're cutting down a football field's worth of rainforest every minute, but we can at least do something on our own home front by changing ourselves. Because consider the fact that yeah, we may have climate stuff, but it's regional, it's statewide, it's not federal. Yeah, we have certain things that protect some things, like, national parks, that kind of stuff. But, we don't have anything like the Green New Deal. We don't have the Paris Accords of our own.
Yeah.
We don't have any kind of organized goal of climate change.
We're the United States of America, and yet all our states are not united on the prospect of climate change.
Just dump that everywhere. But, it's the kind of thing where we're united in not doing anything. That's why I don't agree with him being president, but once again, that's why I agree with the ideals of someone like Jay Inslee, because at least he's talking about it. Because yes, there are pressing matters. There are many pressing matters in America right now.
But we're not going to get to solve those if we don't do something about this first.
Like the kinds of problems where they're saying, yes, this will take decades to fix. We won't have decades, dickhead.
And also, with Brazil, we're also not doing jack shit about Venezuela. We're not doing jack shit about Yemen besides giving them more weapons.
Yeah.
We're not doing jack shit about what was it? We're not doing jack shit about how Syria is their war's getting worse, and we're not doing anything about it.
And at the same time, not even considering wars on other fronts, both we and they are trying to provoke war with Iran. Guys, this is not the time for organized conflict.
We're starting a Cold War with Russia. And there's
China.
And
China.
And China. And there's already a mini Cold War between Saudi Arabia and Iran. And between those, there's already a mini Cold War between Yemen and Oman.
I mean,
so
once again, consider the fact that we already exited the last Cold War with the former Soviet Union, reeling and hoping that we would never go back into an era like that, and yet somehow we're plunging ourselves headfirst into the same thing again.
And somehow we're justifying them with the ideals from
we are
the
plunging
Cold War.
ourselves headfirst into two of the largest opposing armed powers on the planet, and somehow we're justifying this as okay because we're protecting America. No, the fuck you're not. If you're protecting America, you'd protect the actual soil we're living on.
Protecting doesn't just mean spending more than the other. How many countries combined on our military again? 10?
Too many.
Too many. It doesn't just mean having tanks. It means making sure your people are happy. People aren't getting shot. People have land that isn't polluted to live on.
Well, because there's also the whole things of yes, we have an inflated military, and yes, we have inflated military funding. We are of the stance that we are acting as several other nations' militaries. Sure. But at the same time, if you're not going to use that money for good purposes, or if you're going to just concentrate it all on pet projects that eventually just get disbanded and abandoned, oof. But no, specific technical projects that pour billions of dollars into stuff and then just get abandoned or absorbed into another project.
Which those billions of dollars we could be using to climate change, feed the poor, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and all of that. Instead of that, fucking the Trump administration, specifically DJ himself, is pulling out military funds, mind you, military funds to a military that he himself has complimented as being big and massive, and is one of his prides. That's the reason he organized a Soviet-style military parade, I think, last year.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah, you can see video of it.
Okay.
But he's doing all of that, and yet he's taking out military-allotted money to build his wall.
And also, the fact that, and trust me, I love MMA, like, with all my heart, but the fact that Donald Trump is taking genuine, like, time out of worrying about these issues to go invite Colby Covington to the White House because he's wearing a MAGA cap. Look up Colby Covington, Donald Trump right now.
How do you spell his name?
Colby. I think you know how to spell Colby, and then Covington.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that bit.
He's an MMA fighter.
Yeah,
he actually
this dude.
just won, like, not even an hour ago. But he was personally invited to the White House by Donald Trump because he went to Brazil, won a fight, and then said on the mic next to Joe Rogan, "All you filthy animals suck." And then Donald Trump was like, "Hey, you should come to the White House." See, tell me that guy doesn't look like an asshole. Why would you spend time from other issues to invite this guy to the White House because he beat someone up in a cage with regulated rules?
Yeah, and then you have, like, a bunch of people from the U.S. women's national football team who are just saying, like, no, fuck it, we're not going to the White House.
Did you see what he said when we were about to play the Netherlands and, like, they were talking about not visiting the White House? He's like, well, you have to win first. That's what he tweeted.
Yeah, let me just real quick look at that stuff. So, wait a minute, what? Chief, wait. Oh, man. Let's see this. This is not how you're supposed to... Oh, man.
Also, the fact that, like, Alex Morgan isn't being hailed as one of the greatest players in history yet.
Oof, yeah. But, like... This isn't how politics is supposed to work. This isn't how presidents are supposed to work. This isn't how administrations are supposed to work.
This isn't how a country is supposed to work.
Aren't we supposed to work with class and fair judgment and all that jazz and all that stuff? Granted, on both sides, I recognize problems. There are things that we overjudge on both sides. There are things that we do not hate.
The Democrats are literally split 50-50 between moderates and progressives.
Both parties right now suck ass at different parts. There are completely different sections of each party that are just stupid. And then there's the libertarians, which you should never vote for. Yeah. But
the moderates are more focused on getting Trump out of office than actually talking about the issues at hand. And then the progressives, and I hate to admit it, but even Bernie are so focused on the main issues that they're not talking about, you know, Donald Trump. And like, it's just that's why these Democratic debates have been so horrible, because like
this is probably like scuffing the quote, but I saw a really good thing about it. They're too focused on winning than actually doing their job correctly. It's like, no, you're not running for like district office. You're not running for mayor. You are running for president of the single most powerful country
in the history of civilization.
Yeah, that controls more land, or not more land, but like has more influence than the fucking Romans. Maybe not more influence than the Mongols, but you know what I mean. But we have the kind of power to influence so much, and yet we don't have... We are focusing ourselves on the wrong things, and the times that we talk about the right things, it gets shot down because we want to focus on the wrong things. That's my phone. It's Derek. Hold on. One sec. Let me get this shit on.
Speaking of changing topics.
Hey, Derek, you're on the podcast now, you fucking idiot. Yeah, what?
Do you have a bad feeling where, like, you feel like you're getting followed?
Put his phone closer to the mic.
Yes?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the GFY podcast. I'm your technical photographer, Derek Fordyce, and today I'm going to get followed by someone.
What's going on,
Jesus
Derek?
Christ.
Report in. What's going on?
Okay. I just came back from the flight center, and I think someone's following me. And guess who it is?
God damn it, Derek. There's one of two people it could be. Which one?
Okay.
No way.
The
No way. No, don't say their name on.
No. Just use the nicknames. And not the bad ones, you idiot.
her.
There are two hers, you fuck.
Okay. Well, there's the bitch, and then there's the mega bitch. Decide.
I think I have an idea of who.
I
is
am done
following
with this
him.
man, but sure, I'll just say yes and go with it. Even though that doesn't answer the question, but okay.
Yeah. So.
Where are you right now?
Dealing with. Oh, I'm meeting with Fred Myers. They just got back. But
You should go say hi to my dad in the deli. You should buy some meat from him.
Your dad works in the
Wait,
deli.
your dad actually there?
I think he is. He's not at home.
There's Larry right over there. Okay.
Oh yeah, buy some meat, man. Say Alex says hi.
See ya.
So
If you
he's
didn't hear
getting
any of
followed,
that,
and
he's getting followed by
and he's gonna
a
buy
crazy
meat
human.
from my dad. My dad's gonna cut some of his meat and give it to Derek.
First it's Biebenbop and my dad, and now it's
Meat and my dad.
okay. Change of topics because I
Hey,
want to stop talking
wait.
about what?
If he says hi to my dad and then buys some food from him, is that a meet and greet?
I hope this peaks the mic.
No. No. Rip headphone users.
Okay. Next topic. Alex, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
What?
So here. Oh wait. Okay. It's not selected.
Goddamn.
Fly. Fly. Flying knee.
So, Jorge Masvidal is this like freaking gangster in the UFC. Not literally. He's just like a really awesome guy in the UFC. And so there was this like wrestler named Ben Askren who
It's Ben Affleck's long lost cousin.
Ben Askren. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but let me look on YouTube. Basically, he got the fastest knockout in UFC history.
Mate.
5 seconds. Alex, have I even shown you this yet?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So,
But this is a
literally,
top quality meme, dude.
all you have to look at is Masvidal, and then the first thing you get,
Versus
Masvidal versus
Askren.
Askren. Masvidal versus Askren KO.
Oh wait, no, wait, hold on, no.
Ben Askren versus
We
Jorge.
gotta. This one's.
In the building, and these guys flapping
Just-
guns at each other.
And I'll explain what happens afterwards. We can slow it down.
The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
My guy was fucking dead.
Yeah. So Ben Askren was asleep for 2 hours after this.
Yep.
So basically what happened is Jorge Masvidal jumped with a knee as Ben Askren was shooting for a takedown, and if you don't know what those means in technical terms, his head went this way and his knee went this way, aka head-on collision. That would have knocked out a horse.
Look at that shit. Look at that.
He's
That guy
out.
is.
That is
nowhere-
rigor mortis type shit. He's dead.
He is nowhere close to alive.
Yeah. And then
You know how
Like-
people say they're throwing hands? No, that's a literal hand that was thrown.
yeah. Nah, he was throwing knees.
Look, he was throwing both. Look at this shit.
Yeah, and then it doesn't show it.
Also, don't comment on the fact that 90% of my suggested is AVGN. There's no reason behind that.
But basically, Jorge Masvidal after this said, "I want those big money fights. Conor McGregor, come at me." And Conor McGregor took that as a challenge, but the fight hasn't been made yet. And even worse, and I'm sure you know who Conor McGregor is. Like the thing that made this fight like guaranteed almost to at least be like a possibility is that the president of the UFC said Conor is too small for the 170-pound weight division. Conor doesn't take insults lightly, especially not from the UFC president.
Definitely.
So he said, so like Dana White tried to put it to bed and said, no, that fight's not going to happen. But really, this is the beginning of the drama for this fight. Because Conor
I'm looking
McGregor...
forward to that.
Conor McGregor's... one does not simply call out Conor McGregor and Conor McGregor just turn a blind eye. He's Conor fucking McGregor.
Yeah.
He's not going to...
I think... Like, even
If you
people
know-
who don't know MMA, they know the name Conor McGregor even just because of how he walks.
Yeah. Like, literally...
And
like,
if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look that up. It's
just look it up now. Look
instant.
up
No,
billionaire,
I'll just let people
Okay.
think about it.
billionaire strut.
It's
is what he calls
it's
it.
glorious.
It is a good walk though. It is. It's a cool thing.
It's a good move.
And then other UFC stuff, we just talked about Colby Covington. He just beat oh my god. He just beat freaking Robbie Lawler. And by the way, that's an achievement in itself because Robbie Lawler's nickname is Ruthless. I don't think you want to fight a guy named Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, maybe not.
But Colby Covington, while I hate his political views and really don't like how fake he is on camera because he's not the way he is on camera. Just look at any of his videos and you know it's like a fake persona. But like he wears a MAGA cap in like every interview and during weigh-ins and things like that. But I respect him as a fighter because he's a pressure fighter who has the cardio of a fucking bull. Like, he just doesn't stop punching you and wrestling you. So, like, I respect him as a fighter, but I really don't like his political views, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's...
And the fact that he was invited to the White House by Donald Trump just doesn't make it that much better. And the worst thing is, he's embraced being a villain. So, like, you can't say that you hate him with, like, a valid point because he's already embraced being hated. And that's the most frustrating thing.
True.
What episode was that?
Like,
I can't remember
like
what episode
4?
that was.
It was either 3 or 4, I don't know.
The definition of a meme.
I just love how the title of it is La Balamont, even though it's not even in French.
La Balamont.
Like, I don't remember why that's named that. Wait, hold on.
What's that even stand for?
That's German.
Hindi. The bailout. What? Yeah.
Either doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Okay, it's either yawning or the bailout.
And then
The Yawning. That sounds like a really bad horror film about someone that puts you to sleep and then murders you.
oh yeah. And then final topic. Let's plug some fucking fan fiction.
Yeah, so I already opened it up.
Okay, good.
Our two works here. Mine.
Trust in the Force.
Why did you sound like toddler Yoda? I don't know why that sounded like toddler Yoda.
That
but
is,
sounds like
once again, not something I wanted to imagine ever.
toddler.
But you just forced me to imagine toddler Yoda. But yeah, chapter 7 is about 2/3 of the way done. It's still shit, and I still don't know where the story's going. The Best Laid Plans by
Aquajax.
And Cerebrus Iona.
Cerebrus Iona is nowhere close to even really beginning, even though it's 9 chapters in. Welcome to long-winded story arcs.
Like this is probably gonna be like at least 30 chapters.
Hello,
at least.
Yeah, it's like welcome back to multiple story arcs, character disappearance, and spicy meatballs.
Which, by the way, all 3 of the things he just said we have not gotten into yet.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
We've started the romance drama, and that's it. And like introduced the gang violence, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's.
and then my fic that's not related to this one, my Lapadot one that I finally got my shit together and started working on again because I left it for like a year. People actually like it for some reason.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I know. I have 170 kudos.
Well,
It went from
you have
50.
almost,
No,
you have
after
almost 3,000 like hits. So
After I posted chapter 16 like a couple days ago, it went from 150 to 170 kudos, and I was like, "What?"
seems legit. Seems
like,
legit.
But
Not subscriptions.
yeah.
Works.
follow me on AO3. Follow him on AO3. Follow our fanfiction. Follow the GFY podcast on Instagram.
at the GFY podcast.
Subscribe.
Don't subscribe to the other GFY podcast, which came after us and somehow completely overshadowed us.
Although it has like.
Well,
Does
they
it
have
more views than us.
They have tens of thousands of subscribers.
Ah.
So yes, but actually, let me just real quick self-plug, or not self-plug, but let me just plug them real quick, just as a meme. So I'm gonna look
Watch
up
them see this.
the GFY podcast. Yeah.
When you
Hi
look us
guys. So when you look us up, our account comes up first, but their podcast comes up. We're 5th down, and it shows episode 12.
This
first.
is actually legit. We're sitting in my living room with like a punching bag next to the freaking computer.
Also, really okay. Yeah. Where was the first step? Yeah, 2 months ago.
And they've all.
I mean, episode 3 was streamed 8 months ago.
Yeah.
I love what happens when you get people who actually are popular together to make a podcast, because it's instantly at least has 5,000.
Yeah.
I mean, this one has 26. We have 47 views. There's no K next to that one, man. We have 26 subscribers. We talk about dumb shit. That's it.
I think we kind of deserve 26 subscribers.
If you couldn't already infer from the name of the podcast, this is a giant meme.
Shit's fucked, yo.
Shit's fucked, yo. Yeah.
And that's where we ended off.
It really be.
Shit's fucked, yo.
Shit's
God,
fucked.
I hate. Okay. Sorry, I really hate
There it
the
is.
thumbnail to the bloopers.
There it is. Well, I'm gonna make the next blooper is Derek eating the water bottle. Yeah.
Just wait till you
Yeah,
see
get that image in your head.
Just wait till you see that image.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's really bad.
What do you?
And
Oh my
yeah. It's really bad. It's God damn it, State Farm. I had this perfectly timed. I was gonna
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
残酷な天使のように少年よ神